when I'm looking back towards that last map
Okay,
as well,
we got
specifically for how
GE
was playing
the most
Vito
agents
with
in
the rest of the
VCT,
roster. I was
23.
liking the
Okay.
defensive rotations, and I was liking that he
Well,
wasn't super
I reckon that
aggressive
number
with
might
the,
go up as well with
cross-cuts, which is
Frost
the
there. They
teleport
like to
for those
change
out there,
comps for sure.
where a lot of teams running
We got
Vito
GE on
are
defense, got
aggressive. So I
VARREL
like
on
that
attack.
little
We got
style
double
to come out in
Veto, but we got a
difference.
Harbor
So I
as
now
well.
kind of wonder if VARREL are going to be a little bit like that
Gonna
with
try
Klaus
play on
this
hard
Vito.
mode.
We'll see. Good opener for
But when
Sexy.
you aim like that, fair play.
Right off the gates, swinging through, especially with the clone as well. Just trying to.
Let's keep an eye on like the Harbor, because in theory, you know, like the little thing on the floor that's, I guess, like a flash. Oh my god! Whoa, we got double there. What the hell's going on here?
So that opens things up here.
Okay, we'll talk about you two in a little bit.
Trying to push on through now. It's
Big Joe.
just Crystal up from top of heaven. That's where he's pretty exposed. A little star plays down, smoke for cover. Tempting him out with the shots out in the open.
It's unlucky not to get one there. Here's the TP though, so we can obviously tell his team.
Cinder, 49 for Zexy. And you got Klaus, who's fully healthy.
Yeah,
with
Klaus
the
is the one that
still
has to lock
available
this
as well.
down.
But are they going to be expecting this flank to
And
start to
he
come on
ain't
out? It's going to be
expecting that.
Klaus with the timing. Oh, this could be very
Did he takes
cheeky
down
for
the high
Javi.
HP?
How do you clear these corners, Javi? How do you
And
clear
take down the
these
high
angles?
He's
HP
got to go, though.
fast.
If he waits too long, they're going to be,
Oh,
well, thinking about it, but maybe now not.
Oh, there he goes. Starting to clean things up now, and Cinder's just way too
damn,
low.
look at him go, man. Look at him go.
Cleaned up a young Javier.
Pretty
That
rough and
was
VARREL on that
really
one for
patient
sure.
play to come
Yeah,
out from
very,
him.
very patient
Really,
on
really
this.
smartly done.
Like that they're
But I kind of feel
making
a
sure they
little bit
get
bad for
the
VARREL
Astro
at that
as
point.
early as
Klaus
possible as well.
specifically, He did the right thing. He's gone to check the flank, and he's seen that nothing was there.
Gone to check
and then
the
he comes
flank,
back,
and then he's
but
just
he's
going
missed
back
that window,
instantly.
unfortunately.
Last
Javi's
5
very
seconds of the
patient.
spike being down, then
After
doesn't
the round
consider
starts
after.
off with an opener for VARREL. We saw the scores last
I mean, that was
map,
nuts,
right?
but-
How many opening frags went the way of VARREL, and in the end, their conversions. 11 opening kills to the 7 rounds that they won. Ultimately, it didn't look too good. So always at deficit for GE. They still come back with the victory.
Okay, force him down to an eco. What I was going to say is let's see how many bits of like the Harbor,
Once again, back
the projectile thing that he throws on the floor.
Once again,
It
charged,
pops pretty
farming
fast,
some
but
eco frags
it's
with
just
this
not
outlaw.
as strong as like a
See how
Saturate.
many are going to come into
And people
fruition,
aren't
though.
great with it at the moment.
Something I also want to highlight as well in this current moment where we've got
This isn't too bad. You throw this in the choke to try and make sure that you can get the orb.
Right? A lot of people liking the old ultimate. A lot of people missing the cascade as well that was really used for a lot of the scaling in towards one of the sites. I was looking at the Cloud9 versus Loud game where they ran it the other day, and I was really feeling like there was a lot of just missed.
This is nice from GE, right? Bit of pressure over towards here. They insta-drone re-clear over towards A. And then now they can heavier stack over towards B. Not too bad from VARREL though. Got smoke.
Yeah, that's like have a new kind of molly near site. It's there.
very new.
You can use it aggressively to, you know, try to scale in, but I still feel like the cascade was all so much stronger. Unlucky for Javi, does get bowled out
Dude,
there
and they're gonna
by
hear
the
this running. Oh god.
It's one of those things that you
Oh, Patman, mate.
want. Grass always greener. For now, though. Grass
No
is
way. How's he
very
managed to come out
green
on
for
top of that?
Patman.
And now he can
How
get
have
out as
they
well. He's brought a
heard
little bit
this
more
guy
stability
running
back into the
here,
round. Autumn dispatches of Klaus.
and then
So
everyone's
a
looking
situation that could
here
have been a little bit worrisome for Global. They will look to come out
instead
on
of
top
the
you
ledge?
Yeah, just here as well. One more in the chamber.
Oh,
Slight dings here and there for
Whoa.
Batman, but
that was ambitious from LP.
got pinned down for now. 5
Okay,
seconds
very,
to
very
go.
nice.
There's not much that you can do there.
Well, if he was going to be in doubt of needing to die in the round, there is a big void and chasm in the middle there that he could have dropped in towards, so that was never a real problem in
It was
round
looking
ending.
pretty
He'll just
good
give
for
over the ulti
VARREL.
orb at the end there
Patman
with
did
death.
insane, man. I
And
don't know
now
how he
we'll get
kills
to see
2
what the
here.
buy-up does properly look like for
I mean, I kind of know how he does too.
VARREL. And their endeavors to see
They're not
really
looking at
what
the right
their
place,
opponent's map pick of Abyss will look like.
Especially with this composition that they've elected to go in with as well. I mean, it's only been 2 rounds, so we'll keep our judgments reserved for now. But here they go. GE though, look at this peak!
That's
nice from
really
them.
unlucky for Zexy with the op shot out.
Yeah, it's a big miss.
Cleaned by Patman.
Instant reaction is Harbor.
A bit of a further proceeding go
Wait.
time in towards this A site when you think it might be a little bit
It is
weaker,
Harbor
but
wall,
this
right?
means
What even is
stalling
this?
nature coming out here from Javi on the Gravwell. As LP does get in towards the
Normally
site,
he used to like show you where it went.
A plant and play a bit of post-plant shenanigans.
Yeah, the opportunities were there, but right now, VARREL's managed to break through.
Yeah, they gotta wait a little bit before they use Muto.
One out from main, the rest on the site.
Batman picks up the op. The Astra's playing off the site. They had a TP over towards middle. He gets over towards site. He TPs away, and now he's lurking through middle. Okay, that's cool though. What the Vito's just done here is really cool.
Here come the stars. Javi with a swing again.
Do they expect Klaus over the tower though? They're not
yeah,
really
yeah,
looking for
he
him.
made
Now
footsteps.
They know where he is. Smoked off.
And there he goes. A couple more shots. Does he have enough time to play for the spike? Crystal just sticking it all the way through. No!
Okay, I mean, there was some cool theory there though.
But Global once again
That was cool Vito runs.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous to come out with
Put your TP here at the beginning of the round, and then when you're on site, you can TP out and lurk all the way back around. Oh, it is cool. It's a shame his team didn't get any over towards site.
You didn't really have the opportunity for a bit of a flood play before the retake comes in, but they go together as a team, right? Everybody out of
and like
security,
you don't really expect it first time as well for sure, because he's used his interceptor as well, so you think he's over towards site.
At the end, you remove the final weapon from Klaus, looking very handsome from Global Esports there.
Just when you thought you were starting to see shades of how this harbor might play out well, but Global again. Pressure applied.
Honestly, I was, with the kills that are coming through, because this is an eco, I was a lot more impressed by them with the composition when they had the Waylay Yoru over at Ascension.
Yeah.
Interesting decisions to come out with this change-up of agents for VARREL. I mean, we never really know the story behind why, right?
Yeah, true.
But from an outside kind of armchair view, we've got to give it the map, right? We've got to see what adaptations they come out with, what they try to maximize with this this different look.
It's true. Yeah, I just can't forget.
Yeah, they're looking nice, man.
Moment, the game-winning clutch that they had against Boom back at Ascension. This is quite the far cry away from that.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like
trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Looks like it's a really nice matchup for them.
VARREL, and you can be like, all right, what Gen G used to do, they had the Waylay instead of the Harbor. I think that's a big change, right? Because you're going back towards this kind of Yoru Waylay for the double dive, but you've got Loud as well that played the Chamber instead of the Vito. It allowed Luxo, right, to get a little bit more aggressive on that Chamber. Come out with some just disgusting plays. So I wonder if we will see some changes after this from VARREL. Right now, though, in the server, they have to change things and adapt immediately because it's a 4-0 start.
That's just how the cookie crumbles. Last player alive as well, running out of time.
10 seconds left.
As you mentioned, just an eco, so not going to hang too much weight onto this, but look at Suna. This is what these guys are made of.
Imagine.
I mean, it'd be one of the wildest rounds ever.
2 on the swing, though, from Global. Surely not. But it's Suna. The guys who never back down, not at all throughout Ascension. Trying to put their best foot forward all throughout. Very young players. Trying to keep himself hidden away, but it's Autumn with an operator.
Just very patient,
it was a nice try,
very
man.
passive from Global Esports, leaving no
I
stone
didn't make an impossible round doable.
That is the round they should not be dropping. Don't give him an opportunity and scale up together for the retake. Really nicely done. 4-0 start.
Well, and from GE also, yeah.
Similar situation we saw on the last
Autumn
map,
did really
right?
good.
First round over to VARREL, 4 in a row from
The two are very
Global.
patient as well.
Timeout deployed. I'm kind of thinking, are we going to get a timeout before the next rifle round of VARREL, or are they going to use it a little bit later? Have they figured things out in their camp at the moment in these 4 rounds of what they need to do on this attacker's side to get the better of GE, who are changing things up again? A 4-1 stacking.
Okay, money for GE, pretty much out of control. VARREL have so many ults, the GE decides to go pretty aggro. Deeper smoke, recon, try and get some freebies. VARREL, smoke bottom and mid. Harbor wall off though, that lets them clear the fake TP. It's a little weird.
It's cheeky getting in towards the vents. It'll kind of be the question of when he's going to pop out the door, really. As Zexy starts to drift in towards the site, scope out the situation, and a Hunter's Fury behind it to try to dispatch your opponents. LP does get taken down by Crystal.
Well done, keeping everything in check.
Yeah, it's a nice spot, but I was going to say it's unlucky. Wonder if they check it.
All the way through as that Vito, alongside Zexy, holding down the crossfire towards the back.
You could Cosmic Divide here if you wanted to as Javi. on this retake to get in. You almost feel like you want to kill first to equalize 3v3.
Oh.
Ah,
What?
Spotted.
Slight pixel, and that's all you need sometimes.
Ooh.
The aimers trying to do their best, but Autumn comes back in full.
Bro, they love giving them ways in.
Well. This has got to be a go time
They
for Global,
just
though.
face
They don't have
everything.
a lot of time to figure everything out here. Shuna spotted, Evolution popped for Yudo
And
Tan. Now both
yeah,
players
so the
noted.
aftershock won't work.
Surely that gives you extra confidence to just stay on the spike if you need extra firepower as well. And out of the gate crash,
Dude, look
it's
at
just
the
gonna
rounds
be
they're
through and
winning.
through. Yudo
Look
Tan
at the rounds
picking
they're
up
winning.
the
This
pieces for
VARREL
Global.
team needs
Ridiculous scenes
some
in that.
discipline,
I'm talking about a
else they
scenario
are
where
going to
before you
get
even
annihilated
contemplate
in
maybe needing to
Pacific.
drop some ultimates into that round as Global, you want to equalize onto the 3v3.
You can't
You
just...
look at the turnaround into a
Sure,
4
I can
versus
understand the
2,
first
where you
one,
think, yes,
and then the second
VARREL,
guy
they did what they needed.
just
They scaled
swings.
appropriately in towards the A site. They used their ultimates. They found Crystal looking into a wall with the rest of his body spotted
But
out.
he spotted you
I should've started a
already,
little bit
and then
later,
you
my friend.
swing?
But 2 versus 4, man, for that retake. Absolutely superb to come through from Global, and now there's that timeout from VARREL.
Yeah,
that
you guys
honestly,
have to actually let them through a choke. I feel like every game or every round is like a TDM at the moment. They want to just fight the whole time.
But right now, I mean, it's just Autumn plus Yudo Tan.
Viz47 with the tier 1.
Potent,
Appreciate the 36
lethal
months.
mix.
Dude, long time, bro. Thank you for that. 3 years.
It's like a poison.
Oh yeah.
VL just starting to realize they can't out-aim everyone. Yeah, man.
Cook up for this VARREL squad, though. Having
You
led
gotta
all the way
adapt your
through
play to the
VALORANT
rounds you're in.
Korea last year, up to Ascension.
And this is the revelation that Frost is speaking
Sienna's
about
here
as
with the
well,
Prime.
when he
Thank you so
wasn't
much for
sure
the
about
3
this
months
player
as well.
called
Thank you,
Yudo
thank
Tan,
you.
And really how good he was. And how good he could be activated when he's really got some good surrounding and supportive cast as well, right? Feels like everyone on this GE team is going to have moments. It feels like everyone on this VARREL team can have moments as well. But on this stage, I'm really waiting to see when that switch is going to be flicked.
Oh yeah. And that's what the desk was hoping for. That's what we're all hoping for. We saw
Yeah, dude, I thought this was
glimpses of
at
that
least going to
up
be
over on
close.
Split.
Do I think
Just
Vito
as
is good? I think
Split was
Vito's
all
really
we
good.
need. We need
I would
a
say
lot more.
majority of the
Keep
time
that
the Fury is
confidence
pretty
off
bad.
them over
We've
at
seen some
Ascension.
like couple of nice rounds,
Once again, it's VARREL.
but we don't
space up
really
around
see
middle this time.
people
It
using it
looked
like
on
that
the radar
well,
there that
to be
Zexy was
honest.
fake cloning straight down the guts of mid.
But it's still early.
That would have been cool if it actually worked, but no one was there for Global. Now they'll send in the drone and spot out where he is.
Like this round here was
But
kind
if
of
you
cool with the
relinquish this
TP
mid
here.
control at the moment, where do you look to
No
still
one really
continue
uses the
towards,
trip
right? Global Esports of having a bit
that
of how
well.
you do in the B site earlier on with that operator of Autumn. Now they're exchanging a couple of blows over at A.
Very
Man, the
careful.
solo Yoru. This is what's weird right now as well with this
Do have
VARREL
the
comp.
ultimate for LP
right?
as well. That you
So,
could reckon
let's just
towards
look at
the
this
A
round.
site.
We got
Big wide
my
wall,
Yoru
but
who's
he wants
here.
to do that.
My
Awesome.
Yoru's
Get his head
here. He's
removed as
he's
Klaus looks to
defaulted
try
over
and scale
towards
up a little
middle.
bit too
He's used
eager
all
by
of his
himself.
TPs to take mid control.
Quite
Now I have a
here
team that
towards
can't
stage,
get
but
through chokes.
Remember though that Zexy was in mid this
Like
whole
he
time.
has to
He's not
go.
going towards the site
Like
itself.
everyone
He's
has to
gonna just
walk through
dive
chokes
in
now.
towards the spawn
Got no one
site.
that can dive over towards the site.
How does Javi
As
get
long
away
as
with that?
GE just hold, it should be such an easy round. Like obviously they pushed a little aggro,
Quickly,
but
Javi pops up those stars, those smokes.
when people play
finds his
solo
way around
Yoru,
the angles,
it's
spots yet another.
so hard for them
A little
to
bit of
actually
backside
create
comes from Zexy.
proper
His job
pressure
was
mid,
done, though, you feel
and
there.
then be
Getting
able to
3
hit the
kills
sides
is
well.
just paramount to this round for GE. Or is it?
Big numbers, just as you mentioned.
Damn, okay.
Sexy
Well, the guy in middle did a
continues to
lot
mop up
here,
more,
but
and then
it
LP
was
for the
it was made
finisher.
easy by this
Finally,
first
we see
pick.
VARREL get
Maybe it was this
around
one.
on the board, hitting a couple of individual shots, just likewise of what Javi was doing. The 3K that I just very well mentioned, but a very required round on the back of that timeout deployed for VARREL. Does it give you enough
Bobo with the tier
confidence,
1. Thanks
though,
so much
to
for
be
the
able to
18
double
months.
down and figure out a couple of the
He's
weaknesses
going to take over
Global
this year.
Esports are
I
showcasing
think
in
it's
this
looking
map?
a little inflated with how VARREL playing. I think GE are just a way smarter team from what I'm
Yeah, it could
watching.
have gone down to the wire for sure. Kind of a bit of a scoreboard check as well. Waiting to see Cinder get on the board. Cheeky chokehold. to
Yeah,
reveal
that's
Pac-Man nice
that's
and early
not
up
bad.
front
That's a
mid
little
as well.
better. Put
This is
your
a
trip
bit of
over
a
towards
rampy
here to
from
get
VARREL
info
into this
at the
B side
beginning.
now.
That's kind of nice. Like stuff that you can't do with the normal sentinels with your trip is pretty
Going
good.
As much as possible, seeing that
Like bro, they're playing a
maybe they do
harbor,
have some
man.
safe space over the side, bring the spike over.
It's just a flood before the
Like
plane
here you
goes down.
go.
It's gonna
Here's
be
your
a
harbor
scrappy.
wall. You've just given the team a lot of space to walk up on you. I mean, I guess if you're
Just
ready
as they
for it,
go
they
lightning
gotta flash that
strikes.
though.
2 players down against the global squad. Trying to hold out the angles now. Javi working around the stars. Once again, he drops. Shots found. Spikes planted as well. LP doing his best to hold. It's been sent out the ultimates.
Dude, nice
Javi
aim, bro.
continues to slay. Cinder answers back, and suddenly Yudotan in a 1v2. Cosmic Divide
wait, he
does
missed.
conceal just a bit, but unfortunately not enough, as Cinder has made his way around the back as well, trying to find the elevated position, working around the team as a duo.
You played like that and you had an Astra suck?
Upon this global squad.
That's another round where Javi has really tried to do his damnedest again, right? Another 3K. But
my teammate had to jump through a wall.
Having the right angles around that B site, some right openers as well. Sexy and Shuna. Very stable hands, it feels like, if you can start to get them awakened in the server.
Did I miss? Did I miss that he had? He didn't.
Ultimates as well for VARREL, so we start to put that foot in front of the other after that time.
I was like, did I miss that he popped ult or something?
Things, and we also see not
Pretty sure he didn't.
too heavy of an investment over on global side. Javi with the Vandal, Sheriffs for the rest.
Javi Ranfuso playing all the way around back, but Zexy sees the opening. VARREL sees it all the way to clear.
This guy's coming online though. This guy is just fragging heavy. Like, when you see this stuff, you're kind of like, yeah, I get why they want to duel everyone.
That's the statement, though. That's the statement. Against the Ecos, right? Are they going to be able to go in with this pizzazz against a fully equipped
Dude, I mean, that's a nice round aim-wise. Jesus.
On the defensive side of this map, you are playing Ecos differently.
Does GE want a timeout, or are they just okay with this?
They get caught out with a couple of ultimates invested for VARREL in that round as well. Don't forget, right? The drift going on in. I do love the layering of utility, though, that VARREL do throw in towards that round. These are the sort of rounds where you got 5 alive, you got all the utilities, you kind of know in your prep and your practice and your scrims how you're going to execute on towards the site. That's the sort of round where they've been able to kind of copy and paste from their scrims you'd expect.
Yeah, good execute. At the same time, a lot of
Dankish, thanks so much for the Prime, man. Appreciate the 25 months.
Global does have a lot of options available to them after that save.
Good bait. Get Autumn on the line as well. Pick up the orb for Crystal to get that Hunter's Fury on the line. And I mean, you do get spotted out from the drone, you will be forced back, but
I think the drone saw him at the end. Guy's crazy.
He's fading for Autumn as well. Is he going to get caught by the timing? Oh, he just gets
I mean, you got a lot of util out of them. Get a fair amount out of them. These there on Omen Flash though.
Space and utility for now, but the high tide comes out from LP.
Yeah, now there's a little bit more emphasis on Javi making sure that he's holding this crossfire in mid with Crystal.
Smoke hit, great pressure. Oh, fake smoke. Okay, tried to create a little bit of pressure still over towards A. Keep the rotate here. They blocked off the vision as well, which made him think that they could be towards middle. So makes site weak for a hit. Astra ult goes in, gives them a little bit of space again. They don't mind giving them space for the close range duels. Big duel here. Wow, that's fast.
This time though, with more players from VARREL sneaking in, ultimate spent as well.
This might have been their best round, to be honest.
As well as the spike plant.
Shuna's already fallen greatly back as well to play with this Hunter's Fury. It's the question in your heads at the moment from GE. Are you better prioritized to go for the save in a 2 versus 3 with an op in play? The Vandal for Patman, I mean, they got 50 creds, 100 creds. You have to take it.
This looked nice. No, this was nice from them. It was like Palmer pressure over towards middle as well. Right, we had this. Then once this had gone and they cleared back A, then we had the wall to create pressure.
Especially now that this is then GE's map pick. Frost.
And it also had this side empty, which meant that the side that they were hitting was most likely held by one that was here. Created pressure, so you should have like a free 1-1 after what they did. It was pretty good. That was by far their best round.
We're all wondering about, you know, the nerves coming through from this young squad. Do they have the pizzazz that they're going to answer back from that anti-eco from before? Yes, they do. Kind of.
You got to remember as well that there's going to be a lot of learning for Frost with this map as well on Abyss, right? Because in pretty much the whole of last year...
Obvious. I literally called...
It was obvious he called it. Well, let's see if that comes out. What I was saying
Demira, thank you so much for the 20 months. Appreciate the tier 1.
right?
Okay.
Abyss is not one that they generally play. There was a little bit earlier on in, you know, the kickoff environment for them way early. But apart from that, yeah, not a lot. Tail end of 2024 as well. So Frost has a lot to rebuild with this team on this very map. And I mean, you know that the theory crafting is going to be there for sure. Frost, a coach that always has multiple comps.
Are the pros use Viper genuinely? You're curious, for, like, what's the point of Viper?
Style of thought to this global
I mean,
roster.
having an up and down smoke and passive pressure everywhere is good. The
The
thing that most people use Viper for is like blocking angles and creating pressure. Right, if you can have a perma wall that blocks one of these angles, then every time you pop it up, you're creating a chance that someone might have lurked there. So then people use util to clear it. Or you go clear it with bodies. It's like the whole reason why Viper's really good. Right, the whole map is like we just said here, like question marks over towards middle and stuff with the smokes. But Viper's good. Along with some of the other stuff on the kit, but that's the main stuff on attack. That's all we got, 5 seconds.
Hearing what you can possibly do with the scan to come out from Crystal. He
Big
called
scan.
for that one. He'll recon later. He did. And there'll be a bit of stability in this 4 versus 3, but VARREL.
Dude, as soon as the exec happens, they can't show it, I think.
Gun barrel spotted. Autumn will find that one. This is problematic, Quack.
2 rounds left. Silent steps up the ropes. Oh, but quickly spotted as well.
Oh.
Zuna is playing with fire at this range, but quickly backs off. Just continuing to scout out even further, but Autumn's picked up a Vandal.
Yeah, they've stolen the weapons here. Yudo-Tan with that operator as well, just playing back as security. Now you'll get a Vandal in Crystal's hands. Spotted out where Zexy is. Just don't give 1v1s,
Yeah, I was going to say his name, no, don't give it to him.
Play together.
Pretty interesting that they went for the same anti-eco of just like the fast A, and it looked like G were ready with a pretty good plan. They got a lot from the recon.
Right? It's very wise getting a bit of that coach intervention from what they've realized and recognized.
Yeah, that kill's so big.
From
Saw that no one else refreed the choke as well, so you knew they could get the Astro down.
Come out with this, great success, great conversion.
Mo130 with the tier 1, appreciate that. Thank you with the 37 months as well. Thank you so much.
Always flowing. And that's exactly what you love to, well, I guess, hear.
For sure. Got to be a breath of fresh air for Frost as well, that it's hearing it in English.
Ooh, just beats the recon here as well.
Cheeky,
oh, he
very
is.
cheeky from Autumn, and it felt like the Klaus was maybe even aware that this was coming
Yeah,
up
it looked like he was on top of that.
We'll see how long that Autumn wants to hang around for, though, because the operator is just going to start to sniff him out, you'd expect. No. Autumn gets out when the smoke fades, as VARREL now come in towards this B side.
He picked the wrong site. It's a great kill, man.
Here comes Yudo-Tan, that operator
The opping Vito.
Doesn't matter which character that you are playing in this game, operators can shoot on the Vitos here for both sides.
JJG, thanks so much for the 7 months, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you. Dude, this guy loves going for big plays.
Tried to push on through. It's just Autumn left. Out with the shorty, out with the flashes, but still denied.
Lexi is going nuts.
A lot pacier for VARREL in that round. After a bit of silence in the very beginning,
17 to 8.
Towards the B site to scope things up, and then again just getting down and dirty in those duels, right? Something that we want to be seeing from VARREL. We want to see them not be scared, not let this stadium get the better of them, not be too worried with these stage nerves. And then there was one as we go into the last round of this half.
Could be a tie.
Could be a tie. Could be 7-5 to GE. And the weaponry that they've got at their disposal is.
It was bad from GE. I mean, their setup meant that as soon as, like, I will say that VARREL did the most. Oh, that is a crazy whiff. That went so high top left.
Operator back in possession as well, but
VARREL did the most perfect thing for the G setup, I will say. Like, maybe the TP should be over towards B, but
a kill will have the reckoning available.
GE are very fast behind. This one might come down to Zuna, really. Zuna's got to do a lot here. Drone goes in as well. Oh, you're in trouble, mate.
He's hungry for it. But here comes Yudotan.
Very nice, man. Pops the ult. Recon scans. They don't realize that he's close.
He's evolved, remember? He can run in and charge. No utility faces him.
Trying to keep himself alive as well, but here comes Autumn. All together as a team.
Very nice, dude. Udo did great this round.
No idea how to react.
Man,
You're just getting pressured from everywhere. You've lost
the veto ult is so good in some situations, man. And I don't consider it.
It is just so claustrophobic.
It's so hard for players to. It's still in that sweet spot where players like aren't used to it, but it's so hard, man, to like realize that you can't actually rely on your util, so you have to be super aware for everything. Like look at this scan, it just eats it up.
He wasn't able to get to the site as early unless he had a TP at the ready. So a little bit surprised that VARREL opted to force the plant and try to hold together in a deficit scenario.
Just kill them, Terminator.
Yep, just kill them. That's what you did. There you go. Yudo-tan, again, at the tail end of a half. Last time it was the tail end of the map, but still technically the half. Yeah. Coming out with the goods. 7-5 for GE.
Oh, Brad, I literally just ran out of otherwise I would have done it.
A lot of possibilities. A very bright future ahead of this team, I would say. I mean, we're talking about
for GE to look like this already, it's pretty nice. I agree. I'm still getting annoyed at like some of the stuff VARREL's doing, but GE look way better than what I thought.
Or the first week, right, where you don't have a lot of tape to watch on these teams. You don't have that VOD you can watch to see a lot of their tendencies to anti-strat against. You're going in a little bit cold in towards this one, right? So it really comes down to a lot more decision-making and realization in the server itself, where we're seeing Harvey really shine at the moment on the IGL for GE. We're not seeing it too
Bryce Genji
hard
didn't go for Udo.
side
I mean, they
VARREL
might have.
the beginning of these
It's just that a lot of these orgs will lock players down, man. Like if you're GE, imagine being GE and Genji come to you and they're like, we want Udo. Yeah, you're gonna say no, or you're gonna just have a ridiculous price on him. You're not gonna go, yeah, sure, man, take my best player. Because it doesn't really work like that.
I'll always be cautious, but I'll also say triple elimination.
Like picking up players isn't as simple as you think, unless people make like a team secret and just drop their best player.
But just as I was saying, the winner of this will face off against Paper Rex for the upcoming games. But right now, it's off the pistol, off the rip, Sexy once again.
Yeah, defensive side for VARREL as Yudo-tan is spotted out and peppered below half HP.
Do like GE throwing in the fakes though? The fakes are working well. Look at the minimap.
Drawing a lot of attention, I will say, to this side.
Yeah, dude, this is such a doable round now. As long as they kill that one, especially if they don't like lose too much HP or lose too many, like it's such a doable round. Get close, get the crossfire. That man gets over towards spawn. Dude, if I'm Crystal here, I'm just making sounds. Oh, they're on top of it, but like not fully. Nah, he's allowed to do that. Holy bro, look at them. Yeah, dude, GG reading him like a book as well, man. The fakes are just so good. They over-rotate so much.
He's done it, right? He's done the things. He's done the things.
One person caused 4 people to be on A.
Utility in hand. I mean, Patman just had it there. LP, I can't believe you didn't get that kill. I'm a little bit jaw-dropped on that. We're pulling out shock darts.
Cowpack with the prime. Appreciate the 3 months, dude. Thank you for that.
It would seem here, but look at this. At the end of the day, you know what that is, Quack? That's another pistol over to the side of GE. That is 3 out of 4 in this series.
3 out of 4, and the one they lost, they ecoed them instantly.
They did lose with that Thrifty in the next round, so they're swimming quite nicely at the moment.
His TP. Okay, I was gonna say it was on purpose. Hey, but this was pretty nice from them though. They get the harbor. Like the fact that this was all planned is pretty cool. They're all ready to jump off. They put the harbor here. If they go fast A, they duel. If not, they just jump out. He gets an orb and then they deny them having orbs.
It's to deny your opponents the
it's actually pretty good because they got an extra orb out of it.
You're welcome. I always laugh when it happens.
It's a sound decision, all right? We respect it. They did manage to take the orb really quick.
Yeah, they got an extra orb out of it.
Went for that, so yeah, I'll respect it.
Problem is the GE all bought good guns that it might happen. So this is basically just a full buy round, and they all have max money.
This is the first buy round that VARREL will come out with, and I'm looking towards what GE have in their possession. A couple of Vandals, one Vandal and 4 Guardians. It can be pretty strong.
Right here.
Another potent mix. Hanging back, being very cautious. VARREL as
Going
well.
for more fakes, it
Down
looks
to
like.
minute 15
And why
second mark,
not?
Start to shift positions.
Well, again, likewise a split, right? When you get a little bit hot under the collar in the tail ends of these
This
rounds,
trip's nice.
you're going to see them push for some
They've thrown this
information
from
in the middle
here,
of the map,
or they've
right?
thrown this
Or
from
the middle of the
here.
rounds, rather, not necessarily the
Either
middle
way,
of the
this
map.
is nice.
They're not kind of doing that at the moment. They're playing a little bit more reactive to see where GE are showing face, droned in towards mid a little bit earlier from Shuna. But right now, they have to hit their shots. GE are knocking on the door of this B site.
You're going to have to react quick, otherwise there's going to be hell to pay the entirety of this.
Yeah, Interceptor kind of owns us a little bit. Rotate goes in for the Yoru. Oh, bruh, he had to get more there. That Udo is nuts, dude. He gets all three.
He is just so good, and everybody forgot what he is capable of, it would seem. Another 3K to break in towards this B site. And LP and Shuna are going to see if they can find any freebies getting in towards this B site, but you know it's going to be difficult.
Difficult would be an understatement right now. Oh, just trying to clear out the forward positions, but Pat's holding the angle.
God, Hub is so crap, man.
And Shuna is stuck.
Just trying to go for the swing, hope for a kill or two, but not afforded. You smell that? That's napalm. That's giving homing missile.
It's such a bad agent, Brad.
Gunpowder?
Gunpowder. There we go.
That smells
the scientific term.
That smells like success
Jesus.
in the rounds for me.
Nice util,
for
though.
Global Esports.
Smells like
somebody going into the site, being just propped up with the rest of the team, shooting in the util to layer in approach together as a unit. And it just so happens that Udotan is the one to reap the reward in that one, right? We've seen Javier have a lot of opening success in these rounds as well. It definitely feels like anyone on GE is going to be able to do something cheeky.
Problem is, you kind of showed that you might be doing this from the round before.
VARREL are stampeding up this A site.
Yeah, slight orb control here and there, but as you mentioned, a lot of talent on this global roster.
A lot of talent on the VARREL roster as well, right?
This is a nice call from GE. They see them go aggro with numbers, and then they have numbers here. They're going to walk, reclear this bust over towards the site.
To ascend in towards Pacific, and now they
Fake over towards mid, a little bit of mid pressure, make the sites weaker, then head over towards the site. In theory, there should be obviously less people in this place where they just pushed.
Wanting to be intimidating
good.
all the way through their, little content pieces here and there, but right now, nipping at the heels, finding some early shots. Autumn's still around though. Autumn's still existing. Seasons change, and Global will always be a constant.
But Autumn will not fall at the moment in this one, Willie, with that Outlaw holding down the line towards security, where majority of VARREL's force is looking to retake from.
That's a hell of a line. I love that.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Okay, big on the
couple
swing
of
coming up
whiffs.
from VARREL now.
Uh-oh.
The new
Couple
kids
of
on the
whiffs.
block. They are here to say hello. Crystal suddenly feeling a lot of heat, wanting to play around utility and the spike. Shock darts going back and forth though, and there goes another.
That's your
Sheriff
harbor impact.
just down to the Russian, but he will not be able to find it. It's
Guys.
Klaus instead.
Someone get it?
That one's a bit of a
Okay.
slip up to come through from Global Esports.
Actual
there
harbor
against the
impact
Sheriffs,
though.
not
Fair
hitting
play, the
those deep
Cove's big
lines,
there.
losing out to the Pistols, and a Thrifty permitted over to the side of VARREL to maybe bring a little bit of
I'm in
stability
G
back
to
in
swift
towards
some
this
shots,
one,
bro,
because
let's be honest.
ultimately, right, your opponent's map pick, you're starting off kind of atrociously 0 to 5 down.
Cool,
You know,
nice
your
shot
own
though.
timeout, you start to come on back and you feel a little bit
Damn.
confident. But the way that the
Two
second
bangers.
half starts as well, it doesn't give you a lot of good feelings down deep in your guts.
Oof.
So to come out with a Thrifty round like that has to be huge for VARREL.
Where's the money for GE? Yeah, it's gonna take
That certainly would
a
keep
couple of them.
in the game.
2-4 after
In their
this. They can pretty
seats.
much
Ops
have one more
afforded
loss,
now
2
because of
loss.
that.
Then they're eco.
So Udotan can just pop that evolution and go on in through all of this util. Just
Oh my.
charge in.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be way
Somewhat
worse.
fearless,
Well,
but that's not going to shield him from an op shot like that.
what game is Patman playing?
No.
Collateral through and through, and now Patman managing to find some trades as well, taking up huge space.
And if you want to maximize this, you are using the Drifter Zexy to get in to permit Cinder and Klaus to follow.
Dude, no
all
one's
the
close enough for this
information. He's
Euro.
a little bit far forward. To the rest of
How the hell is
though,
this
and
Euro?
exits that drift early.
At least he gets through first choke.
Bit more pressure around the back. Patman unfortunately going down.
God,
Robbie
it's a
trying
nice
to save the
round.
day again, but
Jesus, I'm
60.
worried.
Manages
I'm
to
worried for this
arrive on
team, man.
time for VARREL.
Look at some of the stuff this team's doing. This guy is bailing them out. How many rounds is he responsible for? Because in my head, it's like at least 4. At least 4 out of the 7. And I think I'm being pretty generous that it might be more than the 4.
Is this another position?
He's 25 kills.
Where they figure things out later in the half, and then maybe make a bit of a comeback with some space to spare as well, right? It's not like we're seeing GE on 11, on 12, where any sort of slip up can give them the map point or victory.
Oof.
4K in the end for
He's
Sexy.
good though. He's definitely good.
25 and 13.
Yeah, 25 and 13 is
He
insane.
Silently just putting up a lot of numbers in this one here.
Oh my goodness, that's good.
But to what
Silent walkover.
more conversions come out
like we said, this should be the round that if they lose, it forces them to an eco. It'll be 2-9 loss bonus. So these 3 could buy.
Interesting that Crystal's gone on to the Bulldog.
Everywhere they go, the Euro is.
Yeah, possibly could have afforded elsewise, but
yeah. We'll see what happens here.
TP over towards site, Omen ult literally on this guy's head, and he sticks it.
It is still a helpful amount of members over here at
Wonder
the
what the
site
comms
for
are like
VARREL,
sometimes.
as
This guy's
Fatman
looking
wants
at
to change
heaven
that.
where his Yoru is.
all the way throughout the backs. Zexy's managed to find a little bit though. Straight on through with his high tide. It does kind of tamper with things a little bit. Still though, spike planted, and that just might be enough for GE.
4 versus 3. Yeah. There's that Hunter's Fury that I just did mention as well. Though they're all playing together on the site. Where do I dot?
You're trying to find information as well, but that's been smoked off, shot down. Crystal out towards the back with Hunter's Fury too. Just trying to stay around the corners, but here comes Klaus. Low HP, but Evolution's been popped. Continuing through and through, but now the entire team just collapses on the trades.
See, the comms are just a little off. You can see them pinging about the Omen ult there. Yeah, and he's saying it was here, and he's saying, I thought it was here. Your mate was here.
A lot of that utility where Klaus puts it. You need a different avenue to get on through. You're either pushing together as a team with just bodies and hitting your shots, or you're playing a piece of utility that doesn't really get taken out, right? He's just getting in towards the side, in towards his own smokes, or his opponent's smokes with these opportunities as well. They're just coming out and shooting you. It's pretty nice stuff to come out. A lot of different availabilities that they do have on Global's side to always change the way that they're going to be taking the
they're really good at trading.
To come out now from VARREL.
That was like their main thing from Split. They were so good at trading. Their spacing's really good.
Up their sleeve, right? Having Global only at 10.
I would say that's like the main thing that I'm taking away at the moment. The spacing's like really, really good.
And it's series point.
Walls are closing in. So that's exactly what happens. Global, once again, just performance after performance. You mentioned the TP, and they just have this composition that affords them just that.
Yeah. I wonder if LP is maybe taken back some of his words he said a little bit earlier on when we've had some chats to him. He said that GE was the team that he's most cautious about as they've gone through many changes. Well, yeah, at least you didn't say that GE is the team that I really want to beat. Cautious is the right word.
Yeah, cautious is a good way of saying it.
And this is exactly why. Without that tape available, everybody is questioning what the team looks like, what roles the players are playing, what maps they're playing as well. We kind of get a bit of an answer now on what it might be looking like in a
damn interesting to just straight up accept this.
That's true.
But on the back
they realize that their win condition is getting Sexy the op. They just Felico basically.
And the flash has been eaten up just a bit,
and GE have worked this one out pretty well. They only use one ult into this. They save their other ults for the next round.
Off to the anti-eco. Unfortunately, VARREL just does not have the right opportunities to be able to answer back. LP, just a slight whisper. But unfortunately then, for the entirety of GE, just staking their claim, planting that flag down right on this B site. Fatman hunting down the last one alongside Crystal, and there it goes.
He gets blind and tries to chill with a Bucky still. Okay, 5 goes at it to 2-0 for GE. It's a great performance, man. Like,
LP have a bit of an
A lot more high up on GE after seeing them, and a hell of a lot further down on VARREL after watching them.
LP would need the answer as the IGL for this roster.
That split was just so devastating.
Because that's just now map point.
They got a lot to learn.
Series point. I'm going to be the bearer of bad news as well. Cinder has really not found his footing in this map, has he? Highlighted that he was, what, 0 for 6 or something like that? Oh, what's he now? Only 2 kills that he's managed to find.
Astra ult, you go for the split. Let's see what the Yoro can get. At least his TP's kind of close. Oh, that's, again, their spacing is really good, man. Their trades are just on point.
Stamping his foot.
It's a lot of noise, as well as Petman. In with the TPs onto versus the top. LP.
Ooh, that's such a big play to get. That is unlucky. It's a good performance from GE, man. He's got him pretty drilled, man. The spacing is great. Like, it's really up there. Spacing was great. Comps were good for who they're up against. Game plan was pretty good for who they're up against as well. Used a lot of splits.
Navigating together to watch the flank. Patman, probably the closer. That's a
Did they beat Paper X tomorrow? Oh, they get wrecked by Paper X, but they're they play good here.
Their best performance, but this will end in a 13-7 scoreline in favor of